So, what if I told you there's an ancient text that pulls the rug out from under everything you think is real? Today, we're diving into the Da明do, or the Sutra of Great Wisdom, a foundational text that does exactly that. This text was translated into Chinese over 1,800 years ago, so yeah, it's old. But it carries a message so profound, so startling, that it's captivated seekers for centuries. It's basically a guide to a completely different way of experiencing existence itself. And the sutra confronts us with this one powerful question. It gets right to the heart of why we suffer, right? Our attachment to things we believe are solid and permanent. But what if they aren't? What if it's all much more fluid, more, well, dreamlike? To explore this, the sutra introduces us to a hero, but probably not the kind of hero you're thinking of. This is the bodhisattva, a being on the most epic quest imaginable. A bodhisattva isn't some distant god on a cloud. The text defines them as a great being, or dashi. And their defining feature, the thing that makes them great, isn't power. It's this immense, almost parental compassion for every single living thing. And this is their vow, and honestly, it is a total mindbender. They swear to save everyone, to bring them to final liberation or nirvana. But in the very same breath, they say that ultimately, no one was ever saved, because no separate being really existed in the first place. How can that possibly be? Well, the answer lies in the bodhisattva's secret weapon, and it's not a sword or some kind of magic spell. It's a special, profound kind of wisdom. The text calls this Mingdu Wuji, the perfection of wisdom. Now, this isn't about memorizing facts or doctrines. No, this is a complete shift in perception, a fundamental rewiring of how you see the world. This quote from the sage Subhuti really shows you just how radical this wisdom is. He's explaining that you have to let go of all your fixed ideas, even the core concepts of Buddhism. To truly walk the path, you have to realize the path itself isn't a solid thing you can hold on to. Okay, so what is this new way of seeing? What's the secret that this wisdom reveals? Well, it all comes down to one of the most famous and maybe most misunderstood ideas in Buddhism: emptiness, or Kong. Now, this doesn't mean nothing exists. It means that things don't exist in the solid, separate, permanent way we think they do. Nothing has a fixed self. Everything is interconnected, always changing, and completely dependent on everything else. To make this a little clearer, the sutra uses this direct dialogue. The Buddha asks if our physical world, what the text calls form, is fundamentally different from, say, a magical illusion. And Subhuti's answer is a clear no. The physical reality we see, taste, and touch shares the same basic nature as an illusion. The sutra is just filled with these beautiful metaphors to help us get our heads around this. Reality is like an illusion. It's like a dream. It's like a reflection in water. It appears, for sure, but it has no solid substance you can grab onto. It's there, but it's not there in the way we usually assume. So this brings us to the crucial paradox. From our everyday conventional view, there are real people out there suffering who desperately need to be saved. But from the ultimate view of wisdom, those people are like illusions, totally empty of any separate self. So, what does the hero do? This is where it all comes together. See, understanding emptiness doesn't lead to apathy or checking out. Actually, it's the very source of the most powerful and effective compassion imaginable. The sutra uses this incredible metaphor, the great vow armor. The bodhisattva's commitment to help everyone is so strong, it literally becomes a suit of armor, protecting them not from swords and arrows, but from despair, from burnout, and from fear. And here's how it works. Because they see the dreamlike nature of reality, the bodhisattva isn't attached to outcomes or afraid of loss. This complete freedom allows them to act with perfect clarity and fearless love. They work within the dream to help other dream figures, all without getting lost in it themselves. And the result of this huge cosmic perspective is actually intensely personal. The text tells the bodhisattva to see every single being as their closest family. The ultimate truth of emptiness leads directly to the ultimate practice of universal love. So finally, the sutra itself is presented as more than just a philosophy book. It's considered an object of immense power and value. But why?
Well, it's because understanding this wisdom is considered the most beneficial thing a person can possibly do. The text says that the positive energy or merit you get from grasping even a single sentence of this teaching is just beyond calculation.
And to put this into perspective, the sutra claims that the merit from filling countless worlds with jeweled monuments doesn't even come close to the merit of writing down and sharing just one copy of this text. The wisdom itself is the real treasure. So, the ultimate takeaway is this. The profound teaching that everything is empty isn't a bleak, nihilistic idea at all. It's the very key that unlocks a fearless, boundless, and truly effective compassion for everyone and everything. Which leaves us with a final question to ponder. If you truly saw the world as a dream, would that make you care less about what happens? Or would it free you to love everyone and everything in it without any fear?